What's up? What's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another live stream with your boy Boogie. I hope you guys are doing well. Shout out to all the veterans, man. Thank you for your service. And, it's just another nice Tuesday. We're going to be cooking. Uh, so do me a favor as you're coming into the chat, just like the video, support your boy. And we're going to get started. Let me just put a few things. Let me just make sure that you guys can hear me nice and clear, and then we can get started. You see the title. I told you, all I'm going to be doing is reporting the dating news. You know what I mean? All the craziness in terms of dating out here in the dating streets, because it seems like it's getting crazy and crazy every single day. I'll be bringing you the news, and then you can make a choice. Is dating still worth it? Is marriage still worth it? Are you going to find the one, like they like to say? Are you going to find true love? Do you have the money? Because it's all about the Benjamins, baby, unfortunately. So we're going to get into it. All right. So like the video as you're coming in. All right. A few things in place right here. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me. Okay. If you can hear me, you can put a 1 in the chat. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me, and then we're going to get started. All right. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So you see, we're going to go to our girl, Kendra G, to begin with. So, again, support your boy, like the video. Let's get into it.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
31. You have any kids?
I have one. He's 9.
Now, you ever been married?
No.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a supervisor, but I'm in baking. I don't want to say spice.
Okay, a supervisor, that's fine. And what's your zodiac sign?
Leo.
They said she bad as AF. She pretty. Oh, they like you, girl.
Thank you.
Okay, let's start, Leah. Leah, where you calling? Oh, never mind. Leah, where you calling from? Leah Dallas, supervisor, 31, is a Leo. Has a 9-year-old. Is a mom, never married.
She looks good. You looking
for, girl?
Here we go.
I need an honest man. Kendra, it's been so hard out here. Whether it be Chicago or Dallas, these men lie too much. Let me tell you real quick. So a guy met me yesterday, asked me for my number, met him for lunch. Everything was cool. And then spoke to him after I got off work. The man lied and told me earlier in the day that he had 6 stepkids, no actual kids of his own. I can't make this shit up. Call him again after work, have a real conversation, a little more in depth. And that man told me, no, these are all his 6 kids. Do I look like I want to be somebody set mama for 6 kids? And I got 1.
But how would he say that? So he was saying that he was once married and he was a
no, never married. Never
so how
married.
Can he have 6? Okay, but how could he have 6? So how can you have 6 stepkids if you're never married?
Yeah.
So Leah, why did you say that to him in that moment?
I was like, 6 stepkids? Were you together? Or like, how does that even work?
And what do you say?
Like, well, so there was like a long relationship with the mom or whatever. He's like, once you leave a situation for so long, these kids, they kind of like basically grew up with me. So why would I just leave the kids alone? I don't know, but if they're not your kids, you got to let them go.
Well, let me say this. There ain't nothing more trifling of a man who lies on their children.
Exactly.
That is real trifling. The fact that you lied on now that's terrible. So you're not talking to him no more, right?
Oh no. Spoke to him.
I mean, I don't agree with men lying, especially about their own kids. But you guys notice a trend. For some reason, all these women meet the wrong kind of men. None of them ever meet good men. Isn't that funny? So, because I think she says she's 30 or 29. So you're telling me from the age you're 18 to 30, you've only met bad men. You've only met men who lie. Does anybody believe that?
Him, like, after work, like I said, as soon as he said that, and they had the nerve to ask me, well, how many kids do I have? I have one. I have a boy. And then I have a puppy. And he goes, well, there's where I pop my balloon. Please don't. No.
He said he pops his balloon because you have a puppy?
A puppy.
It's a red flag, kinda. Yeah, because some women who don't have kids, but they have dogs, puppies, cats. Cats are okay, but cats can be independent. But dogs, every time she makes plans with you, she's gonna be making plans for the dog too. Oh, she will end the date quickly because she gotta go walk her dog. She will end the date quickly because she gotta go pick up a dog from the dog sitter. She can't come out with you. She can't make plans with you because she doesn't have anybody to watch her dog, right? Then you go to visit her, or she comes to visit you. She brings the dog. Let's say you're allergic to all that weird far from the dogs. Like, if you date a woman with dog, because they love that dogs, some of them, their dogs kiss them in the mouth, then you're going to be kissing her. So all the things men have to think about before you date a woman with a dog. So I understand why some men don't want to deal with women with dogs, because they treat those dogs like they're kids. And then they expect you to like their dogs, like as if they are your dogs. Like, that's crazy.
But that's great, because I cut mine into shreds, baby. I'm not playing with you.
So how did you find out the kids were really his? He told you?
He sent me pictures. I don't know why he sent me pictures if they were stepkids, but he sent me pictures. Mind you, this is all in one day, Kendra. I don't have time. I already cut people off pretty quick. So
when did he tell you? I want to know, when did he tell you the kids were really his?
After we, we had the conversation when I was getting off work.
So what did he say? I want to know exactly what he said.
Well, he lied so much. So he goes, what did I say? I think I had asked him, so what would you do if you had like your own kids, if these were your stepkids? He was like, basically like, fuck them kids then. I can't pay for none of that. I got to take care of my family. Oh, okay. But that's already a red flag, because you were just a stand-up guy. Now all of a sudden it's just fuck them kids. It's like, okay. So I'm like, something not right. Now I forgot what I mentioned to him after that, but he did say, well, let me send you the pictures real quick and you tell me, because I feel like one of them looked like me. And the last picture, I decided to actually click on it and pay attention as I'm driving. He goes, does she look like me? I said, no, she don't look nothing like you. He was like, well, I'm gonna go get a blood test then. And there's where I was like, wait, you just said these weren't your kids. So make that make sense. He was like, oh, I'm just playing. I said that earlier, like, these are my stepkids. I just wanted to see what you were saying.
Yeah, he sounds like a liar, but that's her side of the story. Because, guys, I always remind you guys, just because a woman is telling a story where the guy is always in the wrong, doesn't mean it's true until you hear both sides of the story, right? It sounds like he's a liar, but I wasn't there. He hasn't told me his side of the story, so I'll be a fool to believe everything she says. You know what I mean? So I got to give that guy a benefit of the doubt, because we don't know the exact situation, because she's only telling what she wants us to know. She's not going to tell us everything, how it went. But also, guys, you can't go on a date with a woman in one day, then get home, they be on the phone with the same woman in the same day after. You gotta give them space, because you see, the guy took himself out of the punani, because some of you guys want to be on the phone too much with women, and eventually they're gonna lose interest anyway.
So yeah, no, I'm ready to hang up because who lies about their kids, for one? Like, my son is on my license plate.
Yeah, I feel like nothing's more trifling than a person who
yes,
he's not gonna treat you better than his kids. And if he does, that's sad in itself. Well, let's keep going. That was a great story. Now let's get you a man who don't lie. All right, Leah, what kind of man you looking for, girl?
Very honest man, just very straightforward. I'm very black and white. I am a Leo. Quick to shut down. I'm trying to get out of that. I'm not gonna lie. But yes, the inconsistency has to stop. So I just need a very much straightforward.
I hate the zodiac signs.
Man. Yeah.
What are your deal breakers?
Lying, cheating, inconsistency, sleeping or still living with their girlfriend, baby mama. Way too much of that.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I don't really have a preference.
Yeah, you do.
But at the same time, it just seems like they just all fall in my lap. That's all chocolate men.
And you can't keep one, huh?
So chocolate man it is. Should he make a certain...
Tall chocolate man.
Oh, tall chocolate man.
Yeah.
Is this the tall, dark, and handsome man?
That I want? Yes.
Ooh, Johnny.
I thought you just say you don't have a preference. Yo, these ladies are crazy. They all want the same kind of man. But unfortunately, the tall, handsome, rich, she hasn't even talked about the money, because I know Kendra is going to ask about the money. We haven't got to the money, because I know those kinds of men, we all know they are very few. We're talking about 10, maybe 15% of all men in the US, right? Because no other men outside the US are running to come and, date American women. We're just going to be honest. So, but for some reason, they believe 50% of men are rich and tall and they want them. Crazy.
These are the men that you normally attract.
Yeah.
But
So what happened? What's going on since you got all the options in them?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's the thing. Everybody thinks that I got options, and they're not real options.
She's picky.
They're not husband material.
Are you wife material?
Then maybe your preference in aesthetics shouldn't be most important.
Exactly. They are not husband material, but I can guarantee you she doesn't have 10 lists of things a wife is supposed to do for the husband. I can guarantee you that.
If what you're telling us what you always attract is tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the norm. Huh?
Now because I work in the Hispanic community, I'm getting a lot of that, the older men and stuff like that too. Oh. It's just a habit, y'all. My tongue is always a thing. That whole.
Okay. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Here we go. Yep.
I'm not so big on it, but
that's a lie.
Just can't make less than me.
What's that?
And what's that?
So I've now reached how can I say this?
She's gonna lie.
You don't gotta thought the number. I thought a number. Can he make 80K?
Yeah.
Okay.
At the minimum.
At the minimum.
Okay.
We gotta work on more, because I did just start a business, so we gotta move on up there.
Yeah, but if you just start a business, that means you're making money. Why do you need him to make more money? It sounds like you want to make your business money and keep it and then spend his money. It's always interesting to me because they claim they got the businesses, like she just said. They claim she's making money, like she just claimed. But then they want the guy to make money for what? To spend money on you? But you're already making money. You're already paying your bills. So that means even a guy who makes 50K should be good enough since you already make the money. You know what I mean?
I said this to a young lady on IG last night. Not saying it's impossible, but when y'all have that, so a man that made 80K don't got a chance.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
He needs to have a goal. Not just standing still.
Okay.
What do you mean he needs to have a goal? If he's making 80K, clearly he has a goal and he's working on it right now. Let's say he's a plumber and he's making 80K. What more goals do you want him to have? Maybe he's comfortable, because remember, he's paying his own bills. He's comfortable. Maybe he has a 401k or whatever it is, right? He's doing good at 80K, doesn't have student loan debt because he went to a trade school. So what do you mean goals? He's fine. Sounds like to me, you want him to make more than 80K so you can have enough from his money to spend on you. Let's just call it what it is.
All right, let's do the Kendra Cam.
I mean, she looks good. I don't like that.
I'm in my bathroom, so.
We got to see, can y'all see it? Oh, there. I can see you. Ooh, 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 ooh. She wants to turn around.
I don't like that tattoo. She has a pretty face though.
I
So,
did.
Leah, you're in Dallas, right?
Yes,
Do you want the guy to be in Dallas?
preferably. I'm done with the Chicago man.
Okay. And what's the age range you would date? You're 31.
35, maybe 45 at the max.
Okay, 35 to 45. All right. When was your last relationship?
Ended in January.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
She's not gonna answer. Yesterday.
We'll keep that on mute.
Say it again.
We'll keep it on mute.
Okay.
I was
Three
yesterday.
flaws you have to work on.
Here we go. Let's see the self-awareness.
Communication, my patience, and
She doesn't know.
I don't know. I think I also need to pour a little more into people this time around.
Okay.
So don't
Now
be
this is the
selfish.
moment you tell the guy why he should reach out to you. Pretend like you talking to him directly. Go.
Why he should be a stepfather. Convince me.
Well, for one, I'm ready to be a wife. So
You ready?
I just feel like I'm done with the games, done playing around, done with the inconsistency.
I'm done with the games. I'm done playing around. I'm ready to be a wife. Sounds like I'm ready for a retirement plan. I'm done with the streets, but the next guy, because remember, when they say they're ready to be a wife, that means you, the guy who's going to be that so-called husband, she's going to make you wait till after marriage. So for all these guys, for the game she's been playing, she didn't make them wait. But now that she's ready to be a wife, which means what it really means is that they're tired of paying their own bills. They're ready for a man to come use marriage as a reason for them to be provided for. That's what it really means, in my opinion. Because it's not an on-off switch that, 10 years ago you didn't want to be a wife, now you want to be a wife. The question is why? And most of the reason they give, like she said, I'm tired of playing games. To me, it just sounds like I'm tired of paying my own bills. I could be wrong. Put it down in the chat. I could be wrong, but that's how I literally translate when they say, I'm tired of playing games and tired of being in the streets. I'm ready to be a wife. Like, it's not on-off switch. Because if it's an on-off switch, that means tomorrow she can decide, you know what? I thought I was ready, but I'm not ready anymore. Let me switch off wanting to be a wife. Now you, the new guy, has to give her half of your shit because guess what? She doesn't want to be a wife anymore. I could be wrong, but hey, listen. That's how I translate it. But shout out to Kenry G. I'll put the link down below to her channel. Shout out to you guys watching on this nice Veterans Day. Let's cook. So I'll just straight go to the next video. All right. Let's go to the next video. Like the video as you're coming in, support your boy. If you like the video, other people will know that we are cooking. We're in here and then they will join us. All right. Shout out to all the veterans in the house. So we're going to go to the next video. All right, let's go. Give me 1 second.
When you hear the word obedience and submission, what do you think about? Like, what comes
My
to your
daddy,
mind?
I think God.
My
Submit to the
father.
will of God and God only. That's it.
Who's God?
Okay, so
Who?
what God, like
Yeah, who's
a
God?
Christian God, Muslim God? What God do you?
So
Base God.
everybody has their own idea of God.
Correct.
So
What's your idea of God?
like my
Is it
idea.
Christ? Is it Allah?
No. So I believe in God as like a universal being, like a spirit in a spiritual sense, like a
Okay.
spirit. I don't believe in God as like a person or a man in that sense. Like
Okay.
I believe in God as in like you don't have to be a Buddhist, you don't have to be a Christian, you don't have to be Muslim to actually inherit the kingdom of God. Like I don't believe in that.
Okay, so you're saying that you would only submit to God. You would not submit to a man.
Absolutely.
What about
Okay.
you guys?
What is your direct question?
What comes to your mind when you hear the word obedience and submit?
Oh yeah, my father. I think of like a dad or something of that magnitude. When I think of my husband, because I feel like that's something that it needs to be said. So in a marriage, it's like, how can I say it? It's like I live on Saturn and you live on Pluto, and we decide we want to get married and start a life together. So it's a decision of, am I going to jump on your planet or are you going to jump on your planet? But there's going to be a leap of faith.
I have a question.
Yes.
So what are,
I didn't even finish, but go ahead.
oh, no, go ahead. Sorry.
Because now I think I lost it. But what did you want to say?
So what is your husband's responsibility
Good
to
question.
you? Like just for your,
He's the center of my world. He's everything to me.
so like, so, well, what as him as your husband?
Let's just say, is your husband essentially your father?
Is he my father?
Like, so your father had roles of protecting and providing for you and wanting to
Right,
best
which
from you.
which he lacked. So I think in the light of me admitting to have had daddy issues, I look at my husband as being more of a partner, and like we're walking through life hand in hand. But there are most
50-50.
certainly days where I'll have a conversation with him and it's like, well, how you feeling? And it's like, oh, I'm at a good 20, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna eat this 80 for you. And then, you know, it might be a day where I'm like, I'm at like 10. I'm at 10 and he's gonna eat the 90.
Yeah,
So
but
I
you don't
think,
look at it as like equal though.
I think there are some things that can be equalized in a marriage.
Like what?
But if I had to like I'm never gonna sit here and tell you guys that I'm gonna put
I mean, all she's trying to say is, I want it to be equal when I want it to be equal, and I want him to be a leader when I want him to be a leader. Meaning they pick and choose when they want to submit. Another woman on the other side literally said, she also said it. They only submit to their fathers. To their fathers, they are very specific, because if that wasn't the case, they could literally have said, I submit to my man in a relationship or in a marriage. But this woman is literally struggling to say she submits to her husband. I don't know if she's really married or she's speaking in the future, but if this is your wife, if this is your wife, guys, if one of you guys in the chat, if this is your wife, you got to think twice. But anyway, at the same time, some guys don't really care because that's all they can do. So,
like, I'm not going to pedestalize my marriage. I'm not going to say that there needs to be one person that's at the forefront, because when
Why
you
not?
see him, you see me, and vice versa. So
Okay,
I
I think
I'm
what
gonna-
Oh
Ease
my
was
God.
trying to get at was, because she asked the question, what
Something
comes to
that's
mind
obedience,
when
yeah.
you hear obedience and submission? You said your father.
yeah.
Ease asked the question. He's basically, since you're a married woman, he's saying that,
She's
well,
married.
traditionally speaking, and also that relationship dynamic that the father played, the father is handing his daughter off to a man that can basically fill his role. So essentially,
Protect.
that the husband is the new father role, right? He
They're
is.
definitely gonna exhume some of those characteristics.
Right,
So
so
then the
that's what-
question is,
100%.
then the question is, since you view obedience and submission as like your father or a father, do you view obedience and submission as your husband?
She doesn't, because she just said she's never going to pedestalize her husband, meaning she will never put him. I don't know why women think submitting to their husband is such a bad thing to do. But when it comes to him paying bills, it's like when it comes to a man's responsibilities, they want him to do those things, right? But they don't want him to do it because, they appreciate it. No, they want him to do it because that's what he's supposed to do. And they take it for granted that he's supposed to do that. But most guys don't want to be providers anymore. So she has a man who probably pays, but it's maybe they're 50-50, because the way she's speaking about the husband, it doesn't sound like he's a full provider 100%. But then again, I'm not sure. But any woman who speaks about the husband like that, when he's paying 100% of the bills, if I saw that, bro, I'll tell him, bro, you got to go 50-50, because clearly she doesn't respect you.
In some ways, yes. There,
Okay,
I will.
fair enough.
I have no problem with saying I submit to my husband in some way, shape, or form.
And that's what Natalie,
It's not in a traditional way as you guys
What?
see.
and that's what Natalie meant when she said, be obedient to your husband. Basically,
Well, it was how she got to that point where it was like this submission thing. I
got it. Here's how we can make a clear distinction of this. In your marriage, who has the final say?
Good question.
Well, I mean, about what?
So
Because
Everything.
I think in a marriage, I think what needs to be understand is that it's a constant compromise. It's not, oh, it's my way or the highway. That's not now.
So if it's the case that a compromise cannot happen, meaning that it's just something, it's hypothetical, right? So hypothetically speaking, I just want to know how you view your relationship. It's not about anything that ever happened in a relationship, but how you view it, how you view your marriage. So if it's the case that a compromise cannot happen, there's a disagreement, you're not agreeing on this situation, and he's not budging at all. He is not willing to agree. Well, in order for the relationship to go on, someone has to
Be the tiebreaker.
cave in. Someone has to say, you know what, we'll go with what you want to do. My question is, would that be you or would that be your husband?
It's probably going to be the husband. The way she's speaking, guys, if you want to know the type, how happy a relationship is, the type of relationship two people have, listen to how the woman speaks about the husband, the boyfriend. Because there are two types of women. The women who are going to speak very nice of their husband. I don't care if they're mean to the guy in the back at home. But the way woman speaks about the boyfriend, the husband in public, around other people, lets you know what type of relationship they have. Because if she can't respect him in public, that lets you know he's a king in jail, pretty much. Because she believes they're equal. Not when the bill is due, not when the rent is due. So this is what I was saying. Either they're going 50-50 on bills, or he's just a weak guy and she doesn't respect him, which I wouldn't be surprised, because these days women literally don't respect men.
Going to be the one that's going to break and have that give the final say?
That's an open-ended question, because I'll bend, but I won't fold. And it's the same with him.
What?
He'll bend, but he
What
won't
the
fold.
fuck?
Do you view yourself as the type of woman that loves and respects and
No.
admires her man and trusts her man that
No,
you would yield
she
the
doesn't.
authority and the final decision to your man to move past this thing that we can't compromise about?
She doesn't.
Do you view yourself like that or no?
I mean,
That's a no, because that's a yes or no question. And she's like, I mean, you know, that's a no. I told you guys, the way a woman speaks about the man, her boyfriend, her husband in public, she's not even confident in saying, yes, I respect. That was a simple question. Yes, I respect my husband. Yes, I'm obedient. Yes, I like my man. Yes, like it was supposed to be a simple yes. I mean, she's like, I mean, you know, that's a no. She doesn't respect him.
yield is a much better word.
See.
It's all about words.
Yeah, for me it is. It's about the language, because when you're speaking about something that you're not
Oh my
necessarily
God.
in, like a marriage, you want to make sure you're speaking the right information, especially to an audience so big, because a marriage is a constant. It's like, it's not, I don't want to call it a job, but it is work.
It's a duty.
You're
It's a duty
working,
for sure.
right?
Okay.
And with, this word of duty also.
Okay, so if you're thinking about that, right, we can use that analogy. If it's like work, if it's like a job, things like that, then is your
It's a
man
boss.
the manager? The manager has the final say.
Good
So,
question.
like, I'm gonna break down more of like.
Okay,
the
she
kitchen
trying-
brigade. Like,
Yeah.
there's an executive chef and there's a sous chef, and like our roles interchange. There will be times where he will be executing and I will be following behind him, and then there will be times where I'm sweeping the floor and he's coming behind me with the mop.
Okay, so here's what I want to say.
They pick
If
and
it's the
choose.
case that the woman is the one that has the final say and the man is yielding, right, and he's giving the woman the authority, well, she's the leader in the relationship.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, I think it's more complicated than that. I think that
It shouldn't be.
if we just look at on a worldwide basis, there are more women leading in the highest positions that exist than there are males.
Nah, no, it's
What?
not.
This country,
That's not even
I mean, there's more female presidents than there are male presidents, and that is 100%
That's not even
fact.
true.
And I'm
You
talking
said
about
more
worldwide.
female presidents than
That's
there
not
are
true.
male presidents.
Yes, worldwide, correct.
Worldwide?
Yes.
That's
That's a
not
lie.
even true.
Okay. Well, I would
Where the fuck
I
did
will
she
stand
get
on
that
that,
from?
10 toes down.
Okay, Dan, you want to go ahead and
yeah.
Google that, and we can bring it up because I'm thinking about Africa, which is their very patriarchal continent with a lot of countries.
Yeah, 52, I think, to be exact.
I think that and you could be right. This could be with the indoctrination of feminism.
Right.
I won't be surprised. But Google that real quick, Dan. Turn off that light. Thanks.
I don't think that's true.
It's on
But what
Censor.
I was trying to lead to is that you know, there have been historic empires and led armies through wars and things like that, and she still had a husband, right?
Dan, just go to Google. You're on Yahoo.
I got it up. You saw it though, like you saw it on the screen.
What the? Thanks.
And as of when?
That's
Uh,
not true. I just
right. So this gives
Read
the
up.
proof that there are more male presidents than there are female presidents, and you can put it.
He said, I'm crying.
All right, there we go. All right, so that's the proof.
Okay.
Now you can stop sharing that.
I mean, I looked it up too. That's not true. Not true at all. Hold on. I can show you guys too. Give me 1 second. I can show you. I just looked up too. It's not true. See it right there. As of late 2025, male leaders significantly outnumber female leaders. Approximately 32 women serving, and the rest 95 countries are women, are men. Like, I don't know where I honestly don't know where she got her information from, but they keep lying on these things. I don't know where. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of women presidents being more than men. That's crazy.
I was right. I'm usually always right. But anyways, what was the example you was going to make? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It wasn't an example. The point that I was going to make is that I think sometimes we get stuck with this ideal of there needs to be a leader and what that leader usually looks like. And we always try to kind of put the face of a male on that when, like I said, historically, even now, there are women who have literally led, like I said, men through wars who have been leaders of empires, just like there were males.
Where?
And they've always had a significant other. So how would you have imagined?
What?
I don't know who's the popular. Oh, Cleopatra. If she was a queen for as long as they say, and when she was her significant other or spouse, what do you think they were doing? Envying her or supporting her through her leadership?
So do you believe the husband is the man of the household or no?
Well, yeah,
No.
they most certainly can be the man of,
Good
they
ideas.
are. I mean, they're the only man there until you start having kids.
Okay, so real quick on your history thing, I don't think that. So you're saying that there's been currently right now with the indoctrination of feminism and stuff like that, and the movement towards egalitarianism, which is the idea that men and women are equal. I think that currently right now, this is why you're seeing some countries having some women presidents. But we just Googled it and Google proved me right that there are more male presidents than there are female presidents. But then you went to history in the past. I would say in the past, it was even more patriarchal than it is right now. Like currently right now, it's a little bit more matriarchal. There's more women in leadership positions only because men give women rights to be in those positions. But in the past, it was very patriarchal where men weren't given women any type of rights like that. So what history are you pointing to?
I don't think that it was necessary. Like this idea of rights. I mean, yeah, that's that's a very political word, but there have been known queens that have led. I mean, look at Queen Elizabeth just perished. She had a husband. Now he's the king. So my point is that there's been in the past in most history, it doesn't matter where, it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, she only became a queen because she was married to the king, but then the king died, and this is why she's the queen. Like she didn't actually like accomplish accomplish and earn that position on her own without a king. And it's
So
always
because she inherited it. It wasn't because you said right. So she had the right to that throne because her father died.
yeah, but well, only because men allowed her that position. Men gave her that position. Like she
Well, who else
couldn't
would it
take,
have gone to. She was the natural heir.
even if she's the natural
Her
heir,
own
if
sister.
yeah, but if we're speaking about rights, even if she was the natural heir to the throne, if men didn't want her to be the heir to the
She
throne,
went
then
up
she
there.
wouldn't be the heir to the throne.
Oh,
Yeah, that's all I'm
I mean, I
saying.
disagree, but
Well,
then they would be you know, you guys have rules that you set and stuff like that. Then they would essentially be breaking their own rules that they put in place.
It don't
Well, yeah, that
matter.
happens all the time. Like men always like think about even how like America was founded. It was like, oh well, they fought against the country and in Great Britain and they escaped and they went over here and found America, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Uncovered, yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is to make it clear, when you're bringing up history, like past history,
My point
I
was
don't
just
think
that
of
there
any
was
time.
women in leadership positions even before now, and they also had spouses, which how other kings were born.
But what I'm
Yeah, but even when women are in leadership positions, it doesn't mean they want to lead. I mean, some women want to lead in the relationship, but even the women who want to lead in relationships still expect the man to provide. Even women who make $1 million a year still want men. Even if you make $80,000 and you date a woman who makes $1 million, she's going to expect you to provide. So unless that leadership is helping the family in its or the relationship in a way, it doesn't matter. Just because you're a CEO of a company, in your relationship is different.
saying is they were in those leadership positions and it's more of a privileged position. They actually didn't earn it.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Do you agree with that or no?
Could be two truths at the same time. I don't think a lot of men naturally earned a lot of things too. I think a lot of them inherited things as well, if we're speaking in that time period. But yeah, I can't say everything that men have had in their life they earned or didn't gain out of legitimacy.
Well, I see what you're saying now. My point is very simple. When we're speaking about the genders, the sexes, right? Men and women, I'm saying that, well, men are the ones that grant rights. Like rights is just a social construct. It's a construct in the mind, right? But men are the enforcers of rights. They enforce every right that you have. Women, they can only appeal to men to enforce their rights. So like women collectively together, they cannot enforce their own rights.
Yeah, they get other men to help them get the rights that they cry about. They get other men to protect them from other men. That's what it is essentially saying. But shout out to No Fugazi podcast. Guys, like the video, support your boy. Let's go to another video real quick. Welcome to yet another live stream with Boogie. So let's cook. All right. Give me 1 second. Like the video as you're coming in. Appreciate you guys for your support. All right, let's go. Where are you guys watching from? I would love to know where you guys are watching from. All right. Let's go.
Do you ladies believe that chivalry is dead?
It's dead.
Because I just had two things happen to me, and it's confirmed for me that chivalry is dead.
It's been dead.
I don't
Where
know
have
if
you
it's the
been?
day and age that we're living in, or people just don't give a shit. But yesterday, I was about to leave a building, and there was a man in front of me, and we were practically walking side by side. So he knew I was behind him, yet he didn't hold the door for me. He
So
literally had the door slam in my face.
you're independent.
Number one.
You're strong.
Number two, today I was getting on an elevator and there was a man standing in the elevator. And since I got on the elevator after he did, he was standing in the back and I was standing in front of him. Anyways, we get to the ground floor and I'm about to exit since I'm in front of him. And what does he do? He scoots his body in front of me to let himself off the elevator first.
He gotta go
Didn't
to
even
work.
occur to him to allow me to exit before him. Not only because I'm a woman,
What?
but because I was naturally in front of him, I should have exited first.
No, y'all cried for independence and equality. Oh my God. Shout out to you,
Those two things have
Sabo.
confirmed for me that chivalry is dead.
It's been dead.
Just no human decency nowadays.
Y'all wanted equality.
Yo, please, can I talk about this?
Sabo, shout out to you, bro.
Because
Canada.
I am so against what she said that guys do. I make it a point it lights up a woman's face when you open the door for them or you let them go first. I do that all the time just to see their face light up. I say, oh, I have to be a gentleman and let you go. I have to do that. I have to be a gentleman all the time like that because I don't want women to say that, what she said. And
what have men gotten out of being gentlemen? Being told they're creepy, being told they are stalking because they're being nice to a woman, to a random woman, to a strange woman. Hasn't this guy seen the videos on TikTok of women? Oh my God, he's a creep. Oh my God, he said hi to me. Oh my God, look at him. He's a creep. Men have lost jobs. Men have been canceled. Men have gone to jail because they're trying to be nice, trying to be a gentleman. What is he talking about? He must be from 1945.
No, that happens to them. I open the door for them. I say, you can go first. Go ahead. And then they look at you and say, oh, wow.
He's crazy.
I didn't expect that.
What a snap.
George,
Oh,
your
that was
background is loud, so you're going to have to mute when other people are talking. If you want to talk, go ahead, George.
There's some radio on the background, too.
No, he don't. Yeah, he don't mute.
George,
Where you at?
I know.
You know what's so funny about this is like I even get upset when I hold doors open, and it's mostly for women, and they don't even say thank you.
Exactly.
So I get why some of these men nowadays ain't who George. I keep muting you. My God, you gotta stay muted. I get why some of these guys ain't really doing that to other women because y'all are rude at times. Y'all don't say thank you. Y'all either side eye. Y'all think the man trying to holler. No, he's just being nice. He's being respectful, and it's just weird. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, I was about to get to that. It's dead. It's taken for granted. You can open the door for them now. They just give you the side eye. Look at your stink.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they just assume that they about to. They assume they about to you about to flirt with them. So I'm like, man, I can't even be a decent human being. Just open the door for you. You know, I can't open.
Scary state.
No, they out here.
Thank you. They go, oh, thank you. They be happy. I'm like, oh, go ahead, baby.
This guy is lying.
They about 50-50 with me.
I just think for some people, for men and women, they think chivalry is dead. It just depends on the person. And also, I know the origins of chivalry have to do with like knights trying to romance women, during that time. That's kind of where it was rooted. But chivalry is just rooted in kindness. It's rooted in politeness, doing something nice. And you don't have to be a man to be chivalrous. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think a lot of times men don't want to go out their way to be kind to women they don't know because they feel they're being used now. They think if I don't get anything in return, if I open this door and you don't turn around and suck my dick right now, then why am I going to open a door for you? Why would I do something kind for you if I'm not getting anything in return? And I think a lot of people have developed that kind of mindset where they can't do anything for others unless they are getting something in return. And that's why chivalry might be dead because,
And if you're
chivalry is dead because women have shown men that they don't appreciate it. There are men who have opened doors for women, and women are like, "Oh, you think I can't do this? Oh, you think I can't do it myself? Oh, you think I'm not strong? Oh, you're doing it. You don't think I can?" Like a man has to experience that one time, or it doesn't even have to go through it. He can see it on TikTok, and that's it. Some women literally don't want men to do anything for them to be kind because it's like, do you think I can't do it? I'm strong. I can do anything a man can do. So if I watch a video like that, I'll be a fool to try to be nice to a strange woman. Now, the women I know at work, wherever, like acquaintances and people in the same social environment, yeah, but a strange woman that I don't know, I would be a fool, especially when you've seen so many TikTok videos. And then another thing is, women feel entitled to men's kindness. They feel entitled. If you go to the gas station, you should pump the gas for them just because they're a woman. And then they feel like, because you're a man, if you find them in the grocery store, you should pay for their groceries just because they're a woman. But I've never seen any woman walking on the street saying, hey, Boogie, today's your day. I'm going to come to your house and cook for you. I need some kindness too.
Attractive woman, sometimes men want to do something to you know, like to knock you down a little bit because they think that you think you so fine. I'm not gonna open the door for her. You got life so easy. Let me just let this door slam on you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their way of getting back at you. But I don't think that should be jealous.
But like going out your way to be rude to a woman, like going out your way, like you see a woman and you just make sure, you know, you can easily just hold the door for her to walk in, but then you just close it because you say, fuck women. That's weird. And I know my example was extreme, but what I'm saying is that there are expectations that a lot of men have before they want to offer any type of kindness to anybody these days. That's what I've seen.
I don't think that.
I mean, the same way women have expectations of men, we both have expectations of each other. The difference is women want men to keep their responsibility, to not expect anything and just do it just because just because they're women. But you as a man, you better not expect anything. In fact, they expect you to be with the mindset that whatever you do, you're doing it for them because they're the women, they're the queens, the angels, the ones who have never sinned.
Not in my personal life, but I've seen it happen.
I think that most guys are nice.
Yeah,
I think
polite.
the problem is that most guys have been used and abused
exactly
financially to where it has created an environment where women say, I don't want to be spoke to. I don't want to be this. I don't want to be that.
Don't approach me.
Or they have used men to the point to where they use them up and now they're getting treated appropriately. I've always believed that people treat you according to, in most instances, people treat you, or you teach people how to treat you. Nice people don't get treated like that. Cool people don't get treated like that. People don't just by default do ugly shit to other people. And of course, there are some monsters out there. But in general, most people don't just do ugly shit to people for the sake of doing it. Most of the time, it's an environment, or it's an attitude, or it's a way in which that was, something that was created that has men, having that type of way. And so I don't believe that. I don't believe that men just don't have chivalry. It's too many simps out here for me to believe that shit.
Well, you don't have to be a simp.
1,000 simps for every real nigga. It's 1,000 simps, and even if they don't know, they're not gonna get no pussy. I see too many niggas cash apping bitches that they ain't never met before in their life, and you telling me they not hoping open doors? I don't believe that shit.
Exactly.
I don't believe that shit at all.
Yeah, literally, women, to the extent that if you go to a woman's TikTok, if you go to a woman's Instagram, some of them already have their Cash App in the bio. You know why? Because they know there's plenty of men who are just gonna look at their bikini photos and send a Cash App, or men who are just gonna send a Cash App to try to get the chance to talk to them. Because a guy will send a Cash App and send his number. I would like to take you out, baby, and send his number on part of the $100 Cash App. You know what I mean? So because of that mindset, most women are in the mindset, because it only has to happen to a woman one time, and then it will happen with Trevor down the street, and then when she meets Boogie, she's gonna expect Boogie to treat her the same way Trevor treated her, just for the sake of it.
So no,
she might have been in the
I see a lot of guys actually still getting financially abused.
Facts.
I see a lot of steak dinners on women's stories and in their timelines with no nigga in there, and I know she ain't paying for it.
How you know that?
Because she broke.
How you know that?
Because I be knowing these hoes, and they be broke in real life.
Oh, okay.
And you can see, and if you look good enough, you can see a nigga leg over there in the corner of the picture, but you don't see him in the picture.
That's not
You can tell by the camera angle. Tell by the camera angle. That camera angle gives
I don't
away.
know.
I don't think.
Y'all seem to hang around a lot of. I don't know.
I don't think chivalry is necessarily.
Chivalry ain't dead.
I don't think it's
We got
dead.
42
I think
million-
like
we got
human.
42 million people begging
like
for fucking food stamps. Just last week, just a month ago, she was having a fucking steak dinner. Don't tell me you're not gonna sit here and tell me that these chicks is paying for their own food because they not.
Well, that's not everybody.
They not paying for their own food. They listen. You know,
Girls that I hang out
we got
with,
women's only everything.
I'm
paying for mine. You go into any
I'll run it up for a steak dinner by myself.
If you go into any retail store,
So you
it's
different
a
kind of
huge section for the women, and it's a very small section for the men. They got women only gyms. They got women only this. Y'all invest in a thing that's meaningful. If they ever did a women's only restaurant or a women's only club, that shit
Gonna
be
fail.
closed tomorrow.
Yeah, they don't like to spend.
We've seen that happen in Miami. And that didn't
It'll be
work.
closed tomorrow. You know
They
why?
don't like to spend money.
Because y'all don't pay for your own food, and y'all go to the bar broke and don't look to pay for your own drink.
Facts. They scream they make lots of money, but and I've been saying this, and I already said it in the show. Even if you meet a woman who makes $20 million, I'm telling you right now, she's gonna expect you to pay for the dinner and for the dates. I don't care how much money she makes. So when you hear these women, oh, I got a business, I don't need no man, blah blah. I got a business. I'm telling you, try dating her, and then you really see that it doesn't matter how much she makes. She still wants men to pay. So when you hear them, no, I got my own money, I take myself out. Yeah, you take yourself out because there is no man. Tell me about the time you took yourself out with a man and you paid for everything. And tell me how many times you did that. 10 times. And let me know if you clap them cheeks. And how many times you let him clap cheeks when you are paying for the dinner dates.
Maybe you're
strongly
talking about like,
disagree with that.
yeah, maybe you're talking about a certain age group.
Can I stretch it though?
Because when me and my girls go out, we spending money like drug dealers.
Yeah, but you know with men,
You got a man already.
We're spending our money. We're spending our money.
but not for men.
One of my girls, one of my best friends is in commercial real estate. The other one is a lawyer. The other is a physician.
Yeah, because you got a man though. He's talking
But
about.
my man is not always financing my outings, and I was doing that when I was single. I don't need a man to like.
Even women that are successful.
Yeah.
They, at some point they had a nigga that believed in them.
That's what you just said.
My daddy.
Who said that shit?
It was a nigga that believed in you.
Well, I mean, okay.
Meaning that niggas has been used. They getting used.
Fact.
So because
they are getting abused and used 100%.
So men are constantly getting with women that don't like them, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Because if you're
that's
getting
true
with,
too.
Yep.
because if you're getting with a woman and constantly being used and abused,
That's true too.
why are you dealing with women that don't fuck with you?
Because men
I
actually like
agree.
women.
Don't make it a woman's fault. Don't make it a
That's why we
woman's
call
fault.
them simps. That's why we call them simps.
Don't make it a woman's fault that you keep getting used. Like you keep going after women that don't value you or appreciate you.
Because that's the
And
majority.
it's also your fault. It's also your fault if you in a relationship with an abuser. It's also your fault that you stayed there with him.
Facts.
Yep. Or you get used by a loser. They ain't got no money. They broke. That's
They
your
don't want
fault
to take
too.
responsibility for that part.
Yeah.
The responsibility.
That's a different situation.
No, it's not different. Because if you're saying it's a man should take responsibility and it's his fault that he gets used by women for free dinner dates. When we switch the roles and it's a woman who's in a relationship where the man keeps, and she stays, is it her fault or is it the guy doing it? Oh, now she can't say it.
Because because when I am in a physically abusive relationship, I might stay because I think what I'm experiencing is love.
Okay,
I
maybe
might
he's
say that
experiencing
if I
love too.
do decide to stay,
What?
that is the choice that I'm.
Why is delusion only applicable to women?
Exactly.
No, it's definitely more so applicable to men. But when it comes to a woman being a domestic violence, you can look up the stat. Like women usually stay
Of
in
course.
relationships
I don't need to look up the stats. I know they stay.
at least 7 times before they walk away. But
one.
it is right, but it's never the victim's fault.
It is.
But you just said it's the man's fault if he gets manipulated and used by women for free food, dinner dates, and gets abused financially. But when it's a woman being abused, oh, now it's not her fault. You see the double standards?
For them getting hit. No,
No, it's not their fault. It's not their fault for getting hit. It's their fault for being continued to get. It was Cassie's fault in that relationship for staying there. It's her fault. She had a loving home. She had loving parents. She had a place to stay. She had another house she could have went, but she stayed there.
I'm not going down this road with y'all. Y'all got
Run off.
Check it out. Hey, yo, check it out though, real quick.
It's not gonna make you
just run off. Oh my God. Do any of you guys believe Cassie would have stayed with me for 10 years? Would have stayed with Boogie if I didn't have the private jets like Didi, if I didn't have the $1 million, if I didn't give her a singing career, if I didn't put her on modeling gigs, if I didn't give her money to spend. Who do you think she would have stayed with longer? Me or Didi? Let me guess, Didi? Why? The money, baby. She just ran off. Jazz, come back.
Stop thinking the way I think. I know that's true.
Yeah, no, I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it about DD to be YouTube politically correct, but just using that logic, right? Wouldn't that be applicable to men who get used and abused for whatever they have to offer?
It's the same thing.
Fact.
Same thing.
Right?
I'm
That's
cool with it.
manipulation.
Get that nigga for everything that
But
he got.
she said in that case it's his fault. Wait. That young lady, Jazz, said it's his fault then. But when a woman stays in an abusive relationship, it's his fault.
But why are we comparing? But why are we comparing someone that you are deciding to spend money on and not receive respect in return consistently to a woman being in a relationship with someone that she thinks loves her and is being abused? It's not the same thing, because you are choosing to pay that money to this girl that you know don't fuck with you.
It's the same thing if a woman stays with an abuser. She's choosing to stay there. Now, if she's tied up and put under the house in the basement, that's different. But if they go out together, hang out, there's so many cop cars, she could literally run to one of those cops, but they never do that. So you're saying me, Boogie, if I'm thinking I'm in love, because women pretend all the time that they love a man and the man will keep spending money. I mean, I'm a man, I'm a sucker for love, right? I've been watching Disney fantasies. I'm in love. I'm going to keep spending money on this woman only to find out 5 years later, she never really liked me. She liked the fact that she's saying that's my fault, that I kept spending money. But when you reverse the roles, oh no, it's not the woman's fault for staying. What logic is that?
So you stay with that man who disrespected you.
So to compare the two, if you decide to endure that disrespect, that's on you. However, if I am in a relationship I'm in a marriage, right? And my man didn't start off beating me up, but then he ended up beating me up.
No. Now you switching it up. If that's different. If you know he had tendencies.
What are the tendencies? Tell us, Shampoo. How can we spot an abuser?
How can you spot an abuser?
What are the
wait. How could women
tendencies?
be?
Tell us.
Wait.
Overly emotional.
Let me answer.
Crash out.
No. Tell us how we can spot an abuser.
She's switching.
What are the tendencies of an abuser? You seem to know a lot.
Crash out.
He balls up his fist and he
washing the
I mean, come on. Why do women want to be?
He talked to his mama. He talked to his mama crazy.
Does every man that
wait, let me just say something, John. Why do women want to be not so smart and we didn't know, we were deceived?
You don't think
and then the next thing, they're strong women. I'm strong.
Well, I think it's a human thing that it's easy to be deceived by someone that
Oh,
loves you.
Stop.
And y'all always say all the time that y'all play
You know
games.
what the problem is? You know what
and
the problem is?
manipulate and
Yeah. You know what the
Why you making
problem
it
is?
personal?
When you said
Why are you making it personal?
Wait,
We're
let
not
me
talking
just
about
ask you a
my problem.
question. Let me just ask you
Who
a
knows
question.
what my problem is? We'll never figure that out.
Let me ask you a question. You said when a woman is in an abusive relationship, she thinks that he loves her. Okay, let me just ask you a question. Do you honestly think, and let's be honest, if a man is an abuser and he's abusing his wife or girlfriend, you really think he doesn't love her? Let's start there.
I think he's sick.
Let's ask Megan.
I think he's sick. He's mental.
Ask Megan that
Oh,
question because she
boy.
said
Just
that she
answer the
enjoyed.
question. That's all.
I think that Megan.
Yeah,
Didn't you
yeah,
say? Didn't you say? 'Cause
I'm asking you a question.
Well, no, I can't. I can't. Here's the thing, Megan. You had just mentioned. You said that you have endured an abusive relationship, right?
Yep.
When you were in that relationship, were you at fault for being beat and staying?
She's switching it up again.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, she just switching it up.
Can you guys still see me? Can you guys still hear the video? I think my stream just glitched a little bit. Gotta come back. Am I back? Can you guys hear me? Put in one in the chat if you can hear me. I don't know what the hell happened to my stream. All right, can you see the video? Can you see me though? And see the video on the screen that I'm reacting to? Thank you, Jahim. Wait, you can see it? Oh. Why is it showing me it's loading? All right, just give me 1 second. You sure? All right, just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna make sure because I don't wanna play it and then because it's not showing me here. Okay, here we're back. We're back. Are we? No, not yet. All right, just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Man, we were cooking and then the internet just did whatever it wanted to do. Oh, I see what the issue is. That's crazy though.
Guys, I don't know if you can still hear me, but let me just make sure. Okay, I think we may be back. Hold on. Let me just go. I'm just gonna go back a little bit where we were. Let's see if we can get this popping. All right, let's go.
She's switching it up again.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, she just switched it up.
No.
We were looking at Megan.
Okay, you were not at fault. How long did you stay after he was going upside your head?
Well, I was with him for about 5 years.
You love
5
that.
years.
Hold on. I lost my virginity to him.
Okay.
He was my first love, and he made me feel like I lost my virginity to him. Okay. He was my first love, and he made me feel like I lost my virginity to him. Okay. He was my first love, and he made
Guys, give me a second. There's some feedback. Oh my God, my stream just got messed up. Give me 1 second.
like nobody's gonna want you. You know, look how you are, and it just like diminishes.
Because he loved you. He loved you and wanted you in his life. Come on.
No, you trolling. You trolling. You cannot strike a woman and then claim that you love her. You're very sick.
kidding me?
You strike your kids all the time. You say you love them.
You shouldn't be hitting kids either.
I just want to get a
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
You shouldn't be beating kids
Let me
either.
ask you a question.
Yeah.
So I don't love my kid if I hit him?
I think the only way we already know how I feel about this. I don't think violence is necessary, but if you are striking a grown woman
You never got an ass whooping?
before just because she's not saying what you like, doing what you like, if you feel like the only way that you can express yourself and express your issue with what she's doing is by hitting her,
Okay, that's
you're
wrong.
the problem.
All right, so that's wrong. So we're all in agreement that that's wrong.
But it's also not right.
Wait. If that's wrong, don't you think that the woman that stays there have some accountability in that?
No, because a victim cannot. Because a victim cannot be held accountable.
She said yes. She said yes, and she was abused. She said yes. She agreed.
No, Megan didn't say yes.
I didn't say yes.
She said yes. That means if a woman is in an abusive relationship,
What the fuck
and
are
the
you
guy,
talking about?
Guys, I think I'm gonna jump off and come back because my stream is kind of messed up now. I can hear some background noises. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can hear them? If you can, put a one in the chat if you were hearing some background noises in the video. I just want to confirm before I go off so that I can come back. Put in a one in the chat if you heard background noises as I was playing the video. All right, I'm gonna end this stream, but I'm gonna be back. So you guys make sure I don't run away. Okay, give me like 15 minutes. I'll be back.